Hello everybody and welcome back to Cities Skylines 2, where we are currently in need of a little bit more zoning up over here to absolutely no one's surprise. Let's get some low density housing going here, and we'll just get this area all zoned up. This up here we could also zone, and we'll just get that done for now. So this entire area is completed. That's okay. Now I did want to take a look at this traffic jam that we have going on here, which is intriguing to me. Because this is a one-lane highway until it expands here to 2. But there's definitely a slowdown going into this roundabout here. So we could definitely think about expanding this. And we can see if that ends up doing anything. So that would end up being here. And then we would expand this down to about here or so. And then something like this, although that's giving an overlapping item, there's actually a pillar issue for that. So I guess we'll just leave that be for the moment. And this one is fine. We could just take this section out and build this in like... Well, build this in about like so. We might be able to find a spot to put this in. Maybe. Boy, it really... Ooh, that would work. I don't like it, but it would work. Broadly, I just don't like what we've got going on here. Maybe we should take these out and just redo this. We have a big old pillar issue going on here, and we can just bring this down in angle snap only mode to snap the angle into here, like that. And then we can bring out our ramps out over this direction. Would it work to bring it out here? Actually, yes, it would. So we can do exactly that. Very strange in terms of the texturing, but that might fix itself once we forbid our turns here. Okay. We're going to need to reconnect this in here, I think. So I need to move over to large roads and then bring snapping back on. Okay, this is very awkward. Okay, we're going to have to knock this back a little bit further. Something along the lines of this is what's going to have to happen. Okay, and then we can bring this guy off over here, like that, and then this guy on over... That is not connected. Okay. Bring this up and connect it in about there. Okay. So, obviously, these crosswalks need to go away. They are here because this is, well, it's a road. It's not a highway. And so we'll need to do that. We'll also need to get rid of these left-hand turns. They should not be allowed. No straight ahead either there. Okay. So we'll do something along the lines of that, and we'll see if that ends up getting us any additional throughput here. It might. It probably will. It probably will. This has cleaned it up eventually when we've had that problem in other areas. Okay, so do we have any other traffic issues as of right now? What do we have going on here? Okay, that's an accident. And it looks like the police are already on the job. So that is absolutely fine there. I don't think there's any problem with that. Looks like this traffic jam is no longer marked as a traffic jam, but there's definitely still issues here. This is all pathfinding, is what this is. But I don't think there's anything we can do about it, other than not use roundabouts. That is the option. And we could go that route, but at this point in the city, I suspect that we're just kind of stuck with it. I don't think that we would ultimately go through and replace all of these roundabouts. We'll just have to wait. Eventually, we'll pathfind our way through this, but yikes. This is not how traffic circles work. Not at all. Why are you just sitting there, bud? Well, now you're going straight. Okay. For no reason at all. They're just sitting there. Well, we did just get the marketplace available. Okay, so a new signature building is available. We would want to come over here and build... Oh, that's huge. Okay, wait. It's not as big as I thought it was. Okay, Interesting. So we definitely want this to be out in, like, one of our commercial areas, right? Although most of these bonuses are citywide. We could definitely put it in right up over here. And we'll call that good for now. Looks good. So I think that we definitely do have this being solved. Oh, hello. There's problems here. No doubt about this. And we want to say no left turn here, no left turn here. There we go. Same thing over here. No left turn here, no left turn here. There we go. So something along the lines of that. In theory. I guess while we're at it, I see this one over here. No left turns. There you go. Cool. So that'll be fine for right now. This is very awkward here. There's no doubt about it. But it's not too bad, really, all things considered. What is bad is this motorcycle. Why were you parked? He started going as soon as we went there, but... Now this guy. Again, I've said this a bunch of times. The rule is, once you're inside the traffic circle, you have right-of-way. I suppose if you're trying to lane change, problems could ensue, but you gotta keep going until you have an opportunity. You just keep going in a circle until you have an opportunity. The last thing you want to do is stop in a traffic circle. That's a really bad idea. And we've seen why. We've absolutely seen why. So for now, this is reasonably okay. One thing we may want to do is remove the pedestrian crosswalks that are in this area. So remove these crosswalks. They should not be allowed to cross here. They shouldn't be up here at all. They should not be up here at all. So we'll do that just to make sure that nothing happens there. I just watched a semi phase out in front of my eyes. Okay, cool. Well, that's fine for now. This is going to take some time to flow through, but the traffic is moving, and so I think it'll be okay. I think that this is a stoplight, isn't it? This should not be a stoplight. We want this to be an uncontrolled intersection here. Just keep going. There's absolutely no reason to stop. The only reason to stop is if you're trying to merge in. This guy, just keep going. The yield should be here. Unfortunately, we can't control the yield sign, so... And this would cause a stop at all of these angles. We can't add only a stop here. Uh-huh. Why are you yielding to this? You should not be doing that. Yeah, see, the yield sign is here. Why is the yield sign here? I don't want a yield sign here. That's wild. Okay, we can't control the yield sign, though. We can replace it with a stop sign. We can replace it with a stop light. Both of those are bad options. So we're going to have to change up this on-ramp, then, is what that means. For now, I'm going to remove it. And we can rebuild it. The question is, if we rebuild it like this, or even if we rebuild it, say, back here, what does that end up looking like? Obviously, we want to say no left-hand turn here, but we're yielding here, presumably because this is a highway. I'm betting that's what's going on here. What if we change this to a one-lane, one-way road? Well, it gets way wider for some reason, but we can do that. And now the yield sign is here. Okay, so that is what we want, but that's very strange that we have to do that. The pillar is clipping through over here now. I'm not too concerned about that one. No left-hand turn allowed here. Okay, now these guys need to pathfind their way out of this mess. And I guess we may want to get rid of this as well. And just rebuild this as a road coming down over... Ooh, that's horrific. Why is it trying to build it like that? Whoa. Yeah, that's definitely what we want. What is this, Roller Coaster Tycoon? Oh my. Why are you trying to build it like that? That's not how this should go. Let's just bring this guy up and in over here, I guess. Nope. That is not going to function. Uh-huh. So if we rebuild it as a highway, then take it out over here, that behaves well. So maybe this can be a highway just fine, since this is an off-ramp. And then this needs to be a road due to needing to have a yield sign here. I say as these guys are definitely not yielding, these are yielding. Uh-huh. Well, that semi just phased out. Yeah, I feel like it's this lane ending at the same time as this coming in is the problem here. I feel like we should continue the tri-lane a little bit further. So this would end up being like upgrade tool. This would end up being more like this. That might solve the problem somewhat. Although, what do we have going on here? This is uncontrolled, but we don't want to have a crosswalk. Okay, so we get rid of those crosswalks, like this. And now that might change things up a little bit. Emphasis on maybe. Meanwhile, at the traffic circle, everybody's just parked inside the circle, which is the thing that they are not supposed to do. Okay, cool. Thanks, everybody. And I don't know where this guy's going. Are you going north?
Land of art and culture.
He must be going north.
As they say. And an aria.
But that's insane.
By the infamous Vivaldi.
Okay. Well, once he... Why did you park there? Wait,
he's district is booming.
He was just right here, and he went. We've watched this guy go all the way around. Okay, fantastic. Now he leaves the traffic circle. I guess he was attempting to do what I was saying earlier, which is you just keep going in a circle until you manage to get into a lane that you can exit from. But, I mean, the way that this is implemented, you can exit from any lane. So he was just causing a huge problem for no reason. I like it. Well, at least traffic is moving in here now. So that is very good. And we are, I think, making our way through this a little bit. I'm not sure exactly what we've got going on here. Apparently this guy has decided to subsume the other guy with his trailer. That's exciting. Very exciting indeed. So we're definitely having issues with this merge in over here, but I think that's just due to having a large amount of traffic in this area right now. I suspect that that will not be a long-term issue. I think that's just while we are working on dealing with this backlog. So for now, I'm reasonably okay with that. Do we still have nighttime turned off? Where is that? Is that under interface? Gameplay? We do have nighttime turned off. Okay, let's turn it back on. Because I feel like at this point, we are absolutely fine with that. Also, wow, we've gotten some commercial demand. That's a lot of commercial demand, to be clear. So we could expand this commercial zone over here. We would take our 4-lane 2-way highway, and we would extend this guy out over here. Overlapping items. Yeah, that's definitely not ideal. It's trying to build this in a strange way. Okay. We're just going to extend this road out to here for now. I want this in straight line mode. Thank you very much. And then this road, this is actually 1 hex too far over. We're going to have to relocate, or rather 1 square too far over. We're going to have to relocate it there, which is mildly awkward, but it's not the end of the world. And we can just bring that right on down. This road would go up straight like so, although that's giving us slope too steep. Why are you trying to do that? Just build it straight, flat, on the ground. I'm very confused. Okay. Oh, it's because it's trying to go over this power line. Right, this is our power line that goes out to our wind farm. Okay, so we can, at this point, I didn't even see this power line here. we can at this point get rid of this power line. It is unnecessary. All of this can get taken out. And we can rerun that down over to here, would be the idea. So we need to grab our electric cable and bring that from here to about here. And then this power cable can just come down over here and attach directly into our road network, like that. That's going to have to be removed later. Re-removed. Yeah, that's definitely the word we're looking for. That'll have to be re-removed later, but for now, we can then bring this up, and that should behave a little bit better. And indeed it does. So we'll just put this about here. That'll do for now. And then this road isn't going to connect over here just yet, but what we are going to need to do is bring this guy up and 112 meters, so right here, so that connects there. And then this is just going to connect over to here. I'm going to omit this road for the moment, since there's a bunch of stuff in the way. This road can come straight on over to about here. That looks correct, although it's currently overlapping this item. Pillar issue? Probably. Yeah, very small pillar issue there. We'll just get that out of there for now. And let's bring this right on in. There we go. And then we'll extend this guy as long as we've got the highway removed. There we go. And now we can put the highway back in. So that'll just get connected there. And connected up over here. But I want to make sure that this is high enough. Okay. Something about like that. And then we can put in this roundabout here. That'll do for the time being. Excellent. Now, we're going to need a road that goes vertically over here. So that's this guy. And that, I think, is running into a pillar issue. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Right. Snap only to angle, please. There. Okay, that's not actually a pillar issue. Cool. It was an angle issue. I like it. So now this road needs to be brought northward, but we're nearly done with this meta block. So let's just bring this guy up to about here. And that'll do for now. Okay. So we can then get our on-off ramps over here. That'll be absolutely fine. So let's get our highway about here. We shouldn't have... Well, we might have some awkward issues here with slope too steep, but not here, so that's fine. No left turn here, no left turn here. Okay. And then we'll get an off-ramp. Oh, that did not actually go. Slope too steep? Sure. So we'll just back that off a little bit. To about here. And about here. There we go. No left turn here, no left turn here. Okay, next up will be this. I would not be surprised to see some slope too steep going on here. We're able to do it on this side. This side is indeed slope too steep. And that is deeply, deeply unsurprising. So that's a 25% grade there. Yeah, that is quite steep. So that's extraordinarily unsurprising there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this section of highway. And we're going to grab the level terrain tool for right now. And we're just going to carve all of this out. Okay, I'm going to get rid of these sections of road as well. There we go. And we're going to build in this highway. I don't like the way it's building this. Okay, never mind. We're not going to build that highway just yet. I'm going to grab the slope terrain tool, and we're going to slope that down like so, and like so. Okay, and then the rest of this I'm not too worried about just yet. Let's just bring this guy up from about here. Where's that correct angle at? There it is. Okay, and then we'll bring this guy up to about here or so. Okay, so that should make this a lot better. I'm not 100% certain that it'll be good, but let's bring this guy in over here. Can we connect this in over here? Yes, okay. So that'll do for the time being, and then we'll get the actual terrain dealt with soon. Let's get our on-off ramp done here. What we need to see is, can we just get an off-ramp over here? That did reduce our grade by a decent amount. It's down to a 19.7% grade. And also, this is not straight at all. Okay. Let's get that out of there for now. That was very, very not straight. So I want to extend this road out, snapping only to angle. And we'll put this here, here, and about here. There we go. That should do better, in theory. I don't know that this is actually going to help our on-off ramps, but we'll see. It probably, well, it might help it a little bit, I suppose. So we'll take it back to about here, and let's see how this goes. Slope too steep, 20% grade. That's a 19% grade. But it still lets us do it. You know what? I'll take it. I'm surprised it let us do that. But sure. Okay, let's just smooth out this area now. Just make sure that this is relatively buildable. Buildable-ish, anyway. Yeah, that'll do. And we'll head up over here. There might be some issues here as well. So we'll see. We'll just bring... Actually, I'm going to start over on this side. If we're going to have issues, it's going to be on this side. Okay. No issue there. And no issue here either. Cool. So no left turn, no left turn. And then this is ready to be zoned up. So let's just give this a bunch of low-density business. Maybe we should even go for high-density business here, actually. Let's give it a go, and we'll see. I know that part of this is zoned industrial, but I'm just going to zone this up here with high-density business, and we'll see what that ends up doing. We have a huge amount of commercial demand right now, so we can do that. We can also do some low-density business in these blocks to get that a little bit more taken care of. Okay, hopefully that will satisfy this demand, and we can go back to staring at our traffic circle. And hearing a helicopter. Okay, the helicopter has left. Good. So there's an awful lot of people here that are attempting to come in here and just exit out this way. I'm wondering if maybe we should extend this highway north in order to fix that problem. So we would end up bringing this guy up over here, right? And we're going to run into some issues with the power line, obviously. But we can just bring this up over here. We would need to delete that power line. Okay. I was hoping it would automatically delete, but it didn't. So we're going to grab this guy and bring it up straight. That is not where I wanted that to go. Okay, let's get rid of that, and let's try that one more time. Just snap straight up like that. Perfect. So that'll do. And at this point, this is just a one-way or one lane each direction highway, right? That's not a particularly big deal. I want to take this power line and connect this back up over here. And let's create an ability to... And I want to bring this up to a 2-lane, 2-way highway for this area. Or actually, a 4-lane, 2-way highway. I want to bring this up to about here. Snapping on, please. Like so. Just in this area. So we'll do something like that. And then I want to grab the curve tool and bring this guy up over here. And this guy down over here. And then this guy would come up over this way. And then would come down just like that. No left turn here, no left turn here, no left turn here, no left turn here. But beyond that, that all looks pretty decent. Now what I want to do is I want to take this back down to a 2-lane, 2-way highway, but only in this area. So that way there's just a little bit of extra space for lane changing shenaniganery. That all looks good. So the idea behind this is going to take some of the pressure off of this roundabout. And it'll get them into our system here instead. And as we extend northward, a lot of this pressure will be reduced as well. So that should be reasonably good. But we can see here that people are indeed hopping off of the highway here and coming around and coming south. That's exactly what we want to see. We want to see people stopping, getting in this queue. And we want to see people getting into a queue down here instead. That would be the goal. So we'll definitely start to work through this, as there shouldn't be much for traffic continuing to come this way. It should be much more reasonable that they want to come up this direction. But I do want to have two ways in still. We're going to have to do something about this eventually, but right now, this'll do.
Until conditions improve. This has been a local public service.
Boy, there's a lot of people trying to enter this highway here, too. That's interesting. Well, we'll let this run for a little bit with the new setup over here and see how this goes. This is pulling a lot of traffic out of this intersection, so that's good. We don't want that traffic to be in this intersection when it could be in this intersection and having the exact same problem. I don't know that I've thought this through, but we'll tackle that later. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we'll see how this ends up going up over here. We're very likely going to need to further expand our residential as well. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, Kintogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.